Welcome to Fantasy Films. We have a few news articles to cover today. We're going to talk about Venom, Wolverine, The Witcher, and Superman. Let's get started. All right, let's start with Venom 3. We know that is under development. We are getting a third Venom movie. This is kind of hit or miss for a few people. I personally enjoy the Venom movies. No, they're not great in the essence of like Marvel movies and even some of the bigger DC movies like Zack Snyder's Justice League. But I enjoy Venom. I love the quirkiness. I love the relation between Venom and Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock. I love Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock, for starters. Let's just go there. I think he makes a great Eddie Brock. It's probably a guilty pleasure of mine. But we are getting a third one, and we have a new director. Now, Kelly Marshall is going to be directing this third movie. Now, she was not the director for the first one or two movies, but she was involved in them. She actually produced and wrote the first two. Now it looks like she's going to be writing and directing the third one. I'm okay with this. Since she actually wrote and produced the first two, she's very familiar with the characters. She's very familiar with the storyline. She knows how this is supposed to go. And she's had a good working relationship with Tom Hardy, according to Deadline. So I'm excited to see where she's going to take this new movie and if there's going to be any major changes that's going to separate the third movie from the first two, or if this is just going to seem to flow seamlessly into each other and maybe this one will actually be better than the first two. Who knows? Now let's talk about the return of Wolverine in Deadpool 3. Now this news broke a while ago, but Hugh Jackman gave a few other statements on what we should look forward to when Wolverine does return. And he has talked now in a couple different interviews, one of which saying that he has confirmed an angrier and grumpier version of Wolverine. I always thought Wolverine was angry and grumpy, but now he's saying we're going to get even grumpier and even more angry, which is probably going to be an issue for Deadpool, considering he's such a smart ass. And now he's going to butt heads with Wolverine. Shots are going to be fired. I know it. He's also said in the quotes, "It's a lot of fun. It's been 5 years, and I really never thought I'd come back. And I'm really, really excited to come back. I can tell you I'm going to have the time of my life. I can tell you I've started back at the gym, and I'm eating a lot, and I feel bad for the cast of The Music Man with the amount of protein shakes I'm having." I know about those protein shakes. So, yeah, I feel bad for everyone else on the slate of The Music Man. If you take protein shakes or you've had protein shakes before, you know. Now, Hugh Jackman's followed up by saying he's definitely angrier, grumpy, and he's going to take a lot of free shots at Ryan Reynolds. Let me tell you, physically that is. So he's going to take a lot of physical shots at Ryan Reynolds. Now, we don't know if they're going to be teaming up. We don't know if they're going to be butting heads. But if he's taking physical shots, I guarantee you at some point he's chopping off a limb. Wolverine is going to take off a hand or an arm or a leg simply because he knows he can grow it back. But I have a feeling he's going to do it. I mean, if I were Wolverine, I would. Now let's talk about Superman, the Man of Steel, the man I am so excited to see back on screen. He has made his cameo in the Black Adam post-credit scene. I mean, by now, if you haven't seen it or don't already know about it, you're probably living under a rock, so I don't feel bad saying anything about it. But the classic red and blue suit is back. And in order to do this, in order to come back as Superman, Henry Cavill has had to give up being the Witcher. That's right. This is another series of mine that I very much enjoy. Absolutely love him as the Witcher. But he has finished up Season 3 and Season 4, he will not be returning. He is actually passing down the sword to Liam Helmsworth, and it's always tough when you're recasting a major character several seasons in, or even just one season in, and someone gets used to a face and attitude, just the way that character is, the looks and facial expressions, and then they get recasted for whatever reason. But this is a decision that I think Henry Cavill had to make because of filming conflicts between Witcher and the new Superman movie. Now, if that is the case, then that means we may be getting this new Superman movie a lot sooner than we thought. So he has given up The Witcher and now focusing on being Superman again. Now, he also had a few things to say about being Superman, and he said, there is such a bright future ahead for the character. I'm so excited to tell a story with an enormously joyful Superman. Now, I think he's saying that because in Justice League, he was a lot darker. When he was resurrected, he wasn't that bright, smiling, justice for all kind of Superman that we saw in the original Man of Steel movie. And things got a little dim for him for a while. And I think that this may be the reincarnation of that Superman. So he also said, talking about his cameo in the post-credit scene of Black Adam, he said, that is one of the greatest top moments of my career. It feels great to have the opportunity to wear it again. Now, obviously, he loves playing Superman. I love him as Superman. I still say, and I will defend my words to my death, he is the best Superman we have ever had. Sorry, Christopher Reeves, you are a close second, but you still fall second to Henry Cavill. I love this guy. I love the suit. I love his mentality. I love his stare and his smile. When he's, in face of danger, he's still smiling. He still has hope. And it's just a character that I think is so well portrayed and done like no other actor before him has ever been able to do. So I applaud him. I'm so glad that we're getting a new DC universe. I feel like this is a total spawn of a new DC universe. So where it goes from here, we're only going to have to wait and see, because rumors have it that Ben Affleck has contracted to be the Batman again. Could just be cameos. It could just be for like a couple minutes here and there in a movie. I don't know. So I don't have details on that. But I just feel like with the new CEO or the new studio, DC studio with James Gunn, it's going to be different. It's going to be exciting. And I'm very much looking forward to this movie. So let me know what you think of everything we talked about. Wolverine, Superman, we got Venom 3, and Liam Helmsworth is taking over as The Witcher. So leave your comments down below. Do me a favor, drop a like on the video for me. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm Kevin, and I'll see you at the concession stands.